Hello, hello. Welcome to day 1222 of Connecting the Thoughts. Quote for today is Anger never stands alone, the angry do. Yeah. What am I talking about today? I'm talking about anger being that kind of an emotion that never stands by itself. There's always an underlying reason, there's always another emotion that is underlying to anger. It never stands alone. However, the angry do. When you are angry, you tend to stand alone. More on this on the other side of the show reel. Tag a friend who needs to receive this message. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do, because here's where I post daily videos on the little things that make life big. I'll catch you on the other side of the show reel. Welcome back to the conversation on day 1222 of Connecting the Thoughts. Code for today is Anger never stands alone, the angry do. Yes, I picked this quote earlier today in the afternoon and got busy with other stuff, and I do apologize for the delay. So, we're talking about anger. Anger never stands alone. Anger always stems from another reason. There's always a reason why a person is angry. There's always an underlying emotion behind someone's anger. And the thing is, when you understand that emotion, then that anger becomes forgiving, right? Because sometimes we as children, we are taught to hold back our anger. We are taught that being angry is a bad thing. To express your anger is just it just means you're not in control of your emotions. But I think if you understand the underlying reason of anger, that's when the anger becomes forgiving. And to add to this, what I'm saying is anger never stands alone. The angry do. When you're angry with something, you are alone. You feel like you're alone. You feel like you're stranded. I'll give you a simple instance from my own life. When my dad passed on, when Papa passed on, I was angry. I was angry with myself. I was angry with myself because I felt that I could have done more with him. I could have done more for him. I could have, maybe visited him a little more earlier than my plans had been. I was so busy with my own world that I missed out on going back home earlier. I felt like I should have done a lot more. I was angry with myself. So at that and in that moment when I felt angry with myself, I had also abandoned myself. I felt like I was angry with myself, so I abandoned myself. That part of me that loved him so much, I abandoned that part. I abandoned that part of me that had been with him through thick and thin. I abandoned that part of me that did her role well. I abandoned that part of me that was the mom who was playing her part in the days that were. I was alone in my anger. So give me a yes if this is making sense to you, and let me know what your thoughts are on anger, because anger is a very it isn't really understood adequately. It is something that people push away and kind of want to move away from because they feel it's a bad emotion. It is not. Anger is an emotion that is a cry for help. Anger is an emotion that is a cry for attention. Anger is an emotion that is a cry for love, for affection. There could be so many reasons why you are angry. There's always an underlying cause, there's always an underlying unfulfilled need that causes for a person to be angry, an expectation that causes you to be angry. And when you are angry, you move on to feel alone. Thank you, Matthew. Walaikum salam, Sardar. I'm good. So, yes, deal with your anger more with kindness. Deal with the anger of others with kindness instead of putting your guards up. If you see that someone is angry with you, go and address it with compassion, address it with empathy. Try and understand what's going on there. What could be the underlying reason? I took a lot of time to come to terms with my anger and understand why I was feeling angry with myself. Because at one end, I knew that I wasn't able to go meet him earlier because I was focusing on other responsibilities that I had in my life. But in that moment of loss, I was very, very angry with myself, and I had stranded myself from myself, if that makes sense to you. And then, as I began to gather myself and come to terms with what has happened, I was better able to understand what it was. It was just my love, unexpressed love for Papa, that was kind of the underlying cause for me being angry with myself. So, when you're feeling angry with yourself or with others, the question I'd like you to ask yourself is, what is it that I am truly angry about? What is it that is causing me to be angry? Because anger never stands alone. The angry do. The angry do, because often when we're angry, we're pushing away people with our anger. We're snapping at people. We're misbehaving. We're literally pushing people away. So we are then alone. Thank you, Matthew. So we are then alone. But anger never is alone. It never stands by itself. It can't. It isn't stable. Anger is unstable. That is why it makes you unstable, right? Anger is unstable. It doesn't. It's all over the place. It needs some support. It comes up because of something that is supporting it underneath. So think about it. When you're angry, sit with yourself and assess for yourself, what is it that is causing you to feel this way? What is it that really needs to be nourished? What is it that really needs to be supplemented? What are you really, really aching for? Think about it. Because anger, my friend, never stands alone. The angry do. If this has been of value to you, please write in comments saying, I'm balanced. And I needed to think about that, because anger definitely, rocks you. It makes you feel out of balance. So I am balanced in comments. If this conversation has been of value to you, tag a friend who needs to receive this message. It could be someone who stood by you during those times that you were angry. It could be somebody who might be just angry with life. It just could be someone who needs to receive this message. Just tag a friend, so that we are able to have more value in this conversation, reach more people. And until tomorrow, keep smiling, keep shining, stay safe, and thank you for connecting the thoughts with me. Thank you so, so much. I am balanced in comments if this has been of value to you. Thank you.